Okay, hi, my name is Megan. Um, so basically how I went about this assignment is I created a survey on Google Forms and I just posted the link to that survey on my social media. Thought it would be difficult to kind of meet with 25 people or find 25 people with obviously everything going on in the world today. So this was just an easier way to do it. So anybody that really saw that link on my social media was free to participate. So yeah, I got about 27 responses and then I just deleted it because I got what I needed. So yeah, general information. There was 77% of the participants were in the age range of 18 to 24, which makes sense because that's my age. I'm in that age range. And obviously whoever I follow or whoever follows me on social media is going to be about, they're going to share a lot of the same things with me. So interests, ages, all that kind of stuff. There was 11% that were ages 25 to 30. 7% of the participants were 12 to 17, and then 3% of participants were 31 plus. And then the participants seemed to be more female than male, but there was kind of a close mix. It was like 60% to 40%. And then majority of them were athletes and students mostly, obviously because that's what I am. So moving on to definitions. Mainly a lot of people just said that motivation to them meant something that pushes them to do something, which is a simple way of putting it. But I went through and just kind of wrote down a list of words that were used quite often. So some of those words were willpower, drive, desire, success, inspires, excitement, goal, accomplishment, effort, and then needs or wants, which encompasses the word motivation, I think, greatly, all of those words. And then I thought this was interesting. There was one who referred to the definition of motivation to the valence instrumentality expectancy theory, which I had never heard of before. So they just wrote expectancy plus valence equals force. What that is expectancy is the belief that the action or the effort that you are doing will lead to a successful outcome. And then plus valence, which is the desirability of rewards, or the belief that success will bring rewards, will equal your motivational force. So the belief that whatever you're doing will lead to a successful outcome, plus your desirability of rewards or a good outcome will equal you doing something. So yeah, that was all very interesting. And then things that motivate people. The top factors were friends and family, which I could have predicted. I think that's just what is most important to a lot of people, especially, going back to commonalities with participants. They're obviously going to be very similar to me, and that would be one of my top factors as well. Another one was they referred a lot to religion, which is also commonality because me being religious, a lot of people that I follow or follow me will be religious. So we kind of share that. So those were mentioned quite a lot. And then another one which I thought was really interesting is money. A lot of people said money motivated them, which I thought it was interesting that it would be so popular to say because, obviously money is motivating and everyone wants to earn money, but I feel like it's not talked about enough or is very popular to say out in the open because I feel like it has kind of a negative connotation or it's looked down on because people, when they say oh, you're doing stuff just for money, it's very superficial. They're not thinking about things that would benefit them as a person. Instead, they're thinking about, worldly things. But I think money is a great motivating factor. It was just interesting kind of you forget about that, I feel like, or it's just not really talked about, looked down on. So yeah, that was interesting. And then discipline was a big one. I grouped results and punishments with discipline, which I liked seeing because I think discipline is a huge motivating factor, and I just recently had an experience with a coach who didn't really use a lot of discipline, and I saw that as kind of a big downfall for them. But sometimes it works for people, but this kind of reassured me that discipline is something that motivates people. Also, rewards was a popular answer. And then anything, I just kind of grouped personal gains, meeting others' expectations, deadlines, internal drive, and passion. I grouped that all together with rewards. So that was a popular one as well. Obviously, you want to see, going back to the theory before, you want to see that rewards are desirable, and you want to achieve those rewards. And then another one that was mentioned like two or three times, I think, it was serving others or making others happy. So you doing whatever you're doing, knowing that it will make somebody happy, motivated them. And that was a cool one to see. Health was only mentioned like 4 times, which I thought was interesting because usually motivation is something that is linked to exercise, which obviously will make you healthy. So I thought that would be one that would be a little bit more popular, but I guess not. And then future was also another one that was mentioned a few times, like just for their own benefit of their future. And then lack of motivation. This one was kind of concerning because a lot of people mentioned how COVID contributed to their lack of motivation. Like a lot of people, it was 10 or 11 responded lack of motivation was specifically due to COVID and online classes, lack of social interaction during the pandemic, lockdown, online school, just anything like that. And I think the reason why is because there was a few people mentioned that anybody would, after they had been like really productive and then took a break, or like they completed a lot of tasks and then took a break, it was really hard for them to get back in that routine again. And so that caused their lack of motivation because they just were into the groove of relaxing and not doing anything. So with the pandemic going on, and obviously we've been in this for like a year now, everyone has just kind of been at home doing online classes, teaching themselves, stuff like that. It's been going for a whole year, so it's been hard to get out of that fun, get back into the normal way of life when normal life kind of isn't really back yet. So kind of concerning with obviously most of my participants being in school, very pivotal moment in life, and they're just having this huge lack of motivation going along with school. So yeah, that was kind of sad to see. Also lack of motivation caused by lack of planning or a schedule. That can also go along with COVID, not knowing what your day will look like, not having a set schedule, low confidence or self-worth, end goal wasn't worth the effort or is too much work. There was a lack of interest, burnout in sports, or going along with that, physical, mental exhaustion. And then also there was a few people that said that comparing themselves to others' success or lack of results caused a lack of motivation. Sorry, I'm running through this really fast trying to finish, but it was just interesting to see how people are affected by what's going on today's world, and how COVID has brought such a toll on people. Kind of sad, but it was interesting to see that a lot of the motivating factors are something that pushes us to do something. The book says actually that important athletes perceive themselves in control of their own destiny, and a lot of the lack of motivation will alter that thought that that they are able to accomplish something. So when they think that they can't accomplish anything, that causes a lack of motivation. So it was just, I don't know. I liked this assignment a lot. It was interesting. And I'm going to cut it off now before it cuts me off.